If I was wrong, let me be. I feel like a ghost right now. Finally, walk all night long. Those winding streets. Wish I could go there now. You could see me. Girl, you asked me if I get the deja vu. I do with you, I do with you. You asked me if I get the deja vu. I do with you, I do with you. Project I knew, project I knew, project I knew, project I knew. You asked me if I get the deja vu. I do with you. I was wrong. Let me be. I feel like a ghost right now. Finally, walk all night long. Winding streets. Wish I could go there now. You'd see me.
Everybody, I want to shout out Ty, Splash, Nike. I watched a lot of them guys on Twitch, and to say I'd be here without them today is a lie. I just want to say appreciate y'all boys, and y'all keep grinding, keep doing what y'all do. Y'all helping a lot.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kemba Walker.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. Brandon Ingram is an all-star talent, but then again, this is what he expected would happen. He said, confidence got me this far. Even with my build, I always had it. I think I have greatness in me, and I'm not going to stop until I'm the best. He certainly is well on his way to fulfilling that prophecy, Kevin.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Jones is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Valanciunas in at center. And for the Knicks, in the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Alec Burks is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Noel in at the 5. Kept alive, Valanciunas lays it up and banks it in.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Now here's Burks. Noel passes to Burks. New York moving it around. To the paint. Wide open look. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Noel. Here's Randall. Oh, that's blocked. Out in his own on the break. All going up court. Graham with the bucket.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Graham against Burks. And so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Burks' shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
From the arc. And Devontae Graham good for 3. Graham's got 7 points in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Second team foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
The first one falls. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Here's Graham. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Hart driving inside. That one goes. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 4.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now, here's Burks. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham.
That's his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
New Orleans making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's Burks. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by New York. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And that one falls for Barrett. What do you think, Brett, happens to a team with its chemistry at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent clearly a lot of time together by this point.
Well, I think you try to find ways to still keep practice entertaining and try to find those days off and sneak in some things that are, outside of what the monotony of a season might be over the course of 6 or 7 months. So continuing to be creative with a day off, maybe visits in the city to someplace the guys haven't been before, team dinners and things like that to still promote the camaraderie you want and togetherness of the team, Kevin. That becomes extremely important at this point of the year. Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running. Here's Jones. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
So here's Burks. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Hart, that's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A steal. Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Knicks in New York. And here we go. Pelicans running again. It's tipped out of bounds. New York takes possession. And the Knicks with possession here. 9-point game.
And it seems like we have an invasion of players in the league from Canada. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, one of the latest first-round picks from the North.
Yep, 2019 GA, Alexander Walker, 17th pick in the draft. And he's really close to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In fact, they're related. That's his cousin. And, they did this really cool jersey swap the first time that they faced off against each other. And SGA actually got the best of them in that game, scored 23 back in 2020. But Canada providing some incredible talent to the league the last few years.
Knocks it loose. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And so it's New York with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. Burks the pass to Fournier, and he banks in the layup.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Alexander Walker. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle. Now, here's Hart, who's guarded by Fournier. Ingram. And it's Noel with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. The finish. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer. Your Knicks City Dancer.
Group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Toppin comes in for Randall. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Walker subbed in for Alec Burks. Now, here is Robinson. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
New Orleans leading by 19 points. Here's Hayes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Jackson Hayes at the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Knicks trail by 21.
Watch Walker.
Knocked away. Outside, Walker. And finished off by Robinson.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And he gets it to go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Walked again. Shot on the wing. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
They get the rebound. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's Murphy. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Hayes. And a miss there on the triple. New York's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Robinson, back to Walker. It's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Murphy. Will not go. This is off the front iron. In the corner, Barrett with it. Good on the three-point shot. Barrett's got 8.
Well, RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
And the basket by Murphy.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And because of Walker's elite scoring ability, things just open up for the rest of his teammates.
Satoransky, they get it again, and Hayes throws it down.
Hayes.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Satoransky. Knicks with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Coming onto the floor.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson.
Taj Gibson.
Quickly finds Walker. Some nice passing by New York here. And again, New York with the triple.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And here's Barrett. 10 points for him. Misses the hole and is now 3 for 4. New Orleans leading by 18. He makes that one drop, only his second in 5 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Quickly, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And the Pelicans lead by 20. Quickly kicks to Toppin. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Toppin. Barrett's got 12 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Alvarado. Again, the Pelicans score. Walker taking his time here. Gibson passes to Barrett. Back to Gibson. And the layup falls.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. And so it's New Orleans, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And Emmanuel quickly, like his name, picking things up quickly. And he's taking pointers, reaching out to all-star Damian Lillard.
Really just giving me advice on, obviously, the point guard position, but what it takes to win in this league, what it takes to help your team win, how to bounce back from good games, bad games, staying even killed throughout the whole season. So it's really cool to get to talk to somebody on that high level.
And you want to learn how to impact winning, and not bad to have a resource like the great Damian Lillard.
And yeah, Knicks assistant coach Johnny Bryant connecting those two, and absolutely Lillard, a future Hall of Famer, unselfish with his knowledge.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Garrett Temple. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's Hayes, and it's Murphy in at the 4. The Knicks making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Toppin. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for Obi Toppin.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Ingram, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And it's blocked. And he drives in, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg with Devontae Graham, you know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside, so you know exactly what you're getting with him.
First free throw is good. Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the headshots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s, when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
Knicks trail by 18. And here's Walker outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Ingram, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. A little bit of work right there in the mid-range.
And stolen by Graham. And now the Pelicans on the break. Shoots over Fournier. Knocked loose.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Pelicans leading by 20. Alexander Walker passes to Ingram. Banked in off the glass. That's 10 points for Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Alexander Walker.
Now Walker, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Burks checked in for the Knicks. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Graham. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Walker. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Randall. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And a fast break now for New York. Here's Fournier. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Graham. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got 12.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Walker against Graham. Randall from outside. No good that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And the defense has got to be better. Walker is looking to score once he gets in that position.
And the shot goes in.
Graham.
Graham's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Walker with a clean look. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Takes it inside. Graham with the bucket.
Graham.
17 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Walker dishes to Randall. Back to Walker. And they'll get another chance. They retain possession.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Inside, Randall. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Walker in the post. Graham defending. Fournier for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Graham. And the shot falls short this time. New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And now the Pelicans on the break. And Graham throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Graham. He's got 19. Here's Valanciunas, and he converts the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Nerlens Noel comes in for Julius Randle. And Barrett subbed in for Walker. And Fournier kicks to Noel. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's from.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
To the inside, uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Hart with the putback. And staying with the play, Ingram. Ingram's got 12 now in this quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And so here is New York. They host the Clippers after this game. And that'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Hart, drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Knicks shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Down low, here's Burks. No good there. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Inside, here's Hart. Got a hand on it. So here's Burks. He's got 14. Ingram attacking, and it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got 18 points.
Brandon Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Valanciunas. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
And the pass to Noel. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Alvarado. And yes, it's good. 6 points for him.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, the game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Second shot opportunity.
In the first half, 2
And
minutes.
Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 8 points in the quarter.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now, here is Robinson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fournier's shot is off.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Here's Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
The Knicks have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Toppin, he's jacked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Alec Burks. And so Fournier nails both of them. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Wing shot on the way. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 15.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now, here's Hart. 17 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
It's Fournier on the wing, defended by Hart. Fournier passes to Barrett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can count on R.J. Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination, and at some point will lead a ball club.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
R.J. Barrett at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
He hits both from the stripe. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Lets it go from the wing. Off the left rim and out. The Knicks shooting it very well. 54% from the floor in the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Barrett's got 16.
I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
Goes up the baseline. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots. 15 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Quickly. 6 points for him. Over Hayes. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 8. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a big-time first quarter for Devontae Graham. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
Well, if you're wondering why this game is a blowout, let me tell you why. They cashed in on second-chance opportunities. They followed their shots, kept after them. They were unwilling to let possessions die.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Devontae Graham, what a contribution.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Noel is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Burks in at the point guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. That one off the back iron and out. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pulls up on the wing. The offensive rebound. Here's Jones. Here's Valanciunas. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Ingram. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now, here's Burks. Fires, high post, connects, the jumper drops. Burks has got 16.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Hart, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
At the elbow, Randall. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
RJ's instincts are to score, and his instincts are taking over right now. First-time All-Star last season, Julius Randle was just flat out awesome. And that's big time from B.I.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
A three-pointer is right on target. Burks has got 19 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Brenton, which areas do you think Julius Randle has improved the most?
Well, I think making plays for other guys. I think stretching out the floor and having confidence in that shooting. And maybe that's the key word, Kevin, is just having confidence overall. And I guarantee you this, Julius Randle was more tired after last season than any other year. So coming in and being in great shape is huge for the next few seasons for him.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jones. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And the shot goes down.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Hart. And they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now, here's Burks. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Graham. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Burks in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 22.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And the Pelicans miss again. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. For the three, it falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hart's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Graham. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer. Your Knicks City Dancer.
So for the Knicks, Gibson comes in for Noel. And it's Kemba Walker in for Evan Fournier. And New Orleans also making a change. Satoransky's checked in for Jones. Now here's Graham. He's got 19. Took him no time at all on that one. Graham's got 21.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
From deep, Walker. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he makes that one.
Brandon Ingram.
22 points for him.
Ingram staying agile, ready to take the shot as soon as that opened up for him.
And stolen by Graham. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Tipped away. Walker's shot is off. New Orleans leading by 16. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And the dunk by Graham.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
That one falls. And it's now 22 points for R.J. Barrett.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Toppin comes in for Randall. And quickly in for Burks. Knicks trail by 18. They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. From deep, Walker. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Graham. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on R.J. Barrett.
First team foul.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And the first one drops. And Graham drops them both. And Walker's got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing by 17. Throws it up high. It's blocked.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that one's good, Ingram.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Quickly, softly drops in the floater. Quickly's got 10 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Here's Temple, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Over Barrett. Temple can't get it to go.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's Alvarado. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Walker's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
From about 19 feet, Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his 3rd basket of the night. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Quickly. Pass to Barrett. The 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Hey, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Hayes, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Robinson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Robinson's got 6.
And this is where Robinson will do damage. He's got the height, he's got the length, and when he's inside, he's going to capitalize.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. That shot off. Pelicans leading by 16. Here's Temple. Count that bucket. Temple's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Quickly with it. He's got 10. Here's Walker. That shot is off. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Murphy. And Hayes throws it down.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Quickly. D right on him. And Toppin throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Probably was the College Player of the Year, Brent, in 2020, but Obi Toppin didn't make quite the impact people thought he would as a rookie.
Well, we saw some flashes, and he wasn't used a ton last year. And guess what? That's okay. If you're going to have a 10 or 12-year career and you have to learn slowly before you get acclimated to the NBA, we're going to see his size, we're going to see his athleticism, and we're going to see him grow as a player over the next couple seasons.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And here are the Pelicans now. It's an 18-point lead.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Poked away. Quickly kicks to Walker. Back to Quickly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Over to the left wing. Here's Temple. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Temple's got 6 in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Murphy, and then Murphy with the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that one, good. He's got 14.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And that one drops for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 10.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to Barrett. Now, here's Quickly. New York moving it around. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Fournier's checked in for Walker. And New Orleans also making a change. Jones is checked in. Here's Toppin. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Murphy. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Murphy's got 4 this quarter. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Pelican substitution.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Bring him against quickly. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Hart. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, the guard pair, Graham and Alexander Walker. Jones is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3 side.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here he goes. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Alexander Walker's gone 6 of 7 from the field here, getting just about everything to drop. Robinson against Jones. Hayes with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Jones is running. Chalk up 2 there.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Gomez is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Marshall comes in for Josh Hart. And Satoransky subbed in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Now, here's Quickly. Fires from deep. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Alec Burks.
Pelicans leading by 23. Graham with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Barrett finds Fournier. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Jones. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 8 rebounds in this game. Fournier for 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
For New York, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Marshall with the steal. Here's Graham, and Graham throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here's Burks. Trying to get open is Randall. Fournier's shot is off. And here is Hernan Gomez. Pass to Jones. Over Randall. Satoransky. The second chance points on the tip-in.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Outside Fournier. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
New York ball.
It's not with extreme athleticism that Willie gets to that shot, but the anticipation and the timing, those help.
And New York making a change here. Sims is checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Going inside, and Graham throws it down hard.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Satoransky, and that one is stuffed right through.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. The Knicks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Fournier passes to Burks. Some nice passing by New York here. That's tipped. Sims kicks to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Releases. And that one goes long. And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. Marshall dishes to Jones. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA Players Union would sign off on something like that. You know, the first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing.
Randall's checked in for New York. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Marshall. Now Satoransky. It's Ingram on the wing. Barrett covering. And again, no good by New Orleans. There's the pass to Burks. Jones with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Jones.
The assist.
Ingram's got 28.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Barrett with the bounce pass. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Driving in, Graham, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
One shot.
One shot.
The free throw off from Graham. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Fournier's shot is off. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Your Knicks City Dancers. Your Knicks City Dancers.
New York on D. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. It's Barrett on the wing. And nothing is falling for him right now. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Barrett against Satoransky. Here's Ingram. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's his first personal.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint. And guys, you have to admit that Brandon Ingram is only getting better as a player.
I'm raising my hand, GA. I admit it. Do you see me? I'm raising my hand. He's committed to living up to his all-star potential, and even though he's a player that had a change of scenery in the early part of his career after being a high draft choice, that's not mattering to Brandon Ingram. Maximizing his potential does matter, and we're seeing that hard work pay off.
And the free throw, no good.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Ingram following the score by New York. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barrett wide open, he fires. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 29 points for R.J. Barrett. Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Here's Noel. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Shot clock at 6. Right wing to the middle. Barrett, no good. Pelicans shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Satoransky. Second chance shot. He can't hit that time. And New York will come the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
RJ does not have a problem setting up teammates, and he's getting better at doing that.
Here's Graham. And the shot no good, a bit short. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. New York moving it around. And slam dunk by Noel.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Satoransky. Toppin with the steal. Here's Walker. They grab their own miss. Here's Noel. And Jones sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Graham. And the Pelicans miss again. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. To the inside. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And that one's good, Ingram.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
To the paint. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Burks. 31 points for R.J. Barrett.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Burks. He gets it in there. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And stolen by Noel. He takes it in, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Pelican substitution.
Here's Toppin. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Here's Hernan Gomez. He drains the turnaround jump shot.
How about the move from Hernan Gomez? Has to develop a little bit more at this level, but looks game to put in the effort.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Brandon Ingram.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 17. 44 seconds left in the fourth.
Free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Your Knicks City Dancers. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
And now the moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Alvarado, and it comes off the front of the rim. Pass to quickly, fires the three, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing a good job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.